Betty, how's New York?
It's awesome.
I think
Cold. It's been super cold.
there we go.
It's in the 20s all the time, even during the day, and windy. But it's gonna get a lot worse.
Yeah. So what's the report there?
Is that okay with the volume this loud?
Yeah, it's perfectly fine. You are good.
Okay. Well, the New York Post just in the New York Post.
Yes.
Well, last night I can't remember what it was, but something said that the storm was gonna dump a bunch of snow. Like that was a funny word, right?
Right.
But now
Dump is always a funny word.
Now, guess what it says? The headline that was just like, oh, well, this says 10/23, but it says Winter Storm Stella is going to slam New York City.
Okay, so it's called Stella?
Escalated up to slam, I guess.
So it's dump to slam.
Yeah, and then it said like, and then there's a picture of snow and stuff, and a lady, with the umbrella and stuff. But then it says, get out now while you still have the chance.
It sounds more apocalyptic by the hour, right?
Right.
We go from dump to slam. We're now at DEFCON 2. I wonder what's going to happen, what power word they're going to use, when the stuff really hits the fan,
Yeah.
So what time is it over there? What time?
1:04.
So it's 1:04 New York time, and when are you expecting to get this dump?
They just always say in the evening.
In the evening.
I don't know. I gotta look some more. I think it was too far away to figure it out. I think first it was supposed to hit Chicago area, and then well, the thing is, it's coming
Chicago.
It's all like Minnesota, Chicago, and stuff. That's getting the snow, and then it's supposed to come up. But then the storm the nor'easter that's off the coast, it's supposed to collide with it, and be 60 mile-an-hour winds and stuff like that.
So that's what's going on.
And the other thing I saw too was this one was USA Today, and it said it put back New York anyway into wait, where is it? Oh shoot, it changed, but it put it back to where it was 12 to 14 inches. So I don't know. It put it in the severe zone, but it's more like Boston. I think is really where it's going to really hit the worst.
Right. That's where the nor'easter.
Light, I guess. Like the there's two low pressure storm things.
This is the weather report, right?
I know she could be like the weather lady, like behind the CGI.
There's these storm things.
Yeah.
And it's like scorcho.
I know that.
Right. Boston, you're gonna get dumped and slammed.
I know. I like that it said slammed. It's like, oh man, okay.
Dumped and slammed.
But okay, what they do though, the difference between here and Portland is that everyone will panic, but they'll get supplies and everything, and then before it, they're like, okay, let's put out all the rock salt everywhere on all the sidewalks. Let's power up all the snow plow things. Even when it's still snowing, they're plowing. All the apartment buildings and stuff in Manhattan,
that's nice.
They have their own snow plow that do the sidewalks. So even if stuff gets really bad and people can't get around, you can still walk around.
So you get your own snow plow?
Not here, not where I'm at, but I saw it last time when it was snowing. It's still snowing, and they're plowing the sidewalks. Each one, get rid of the snow. We gotta walk around.
Wow.
The storm doesn't stop down the city.
No, yeah. In Portland, that would be all hands on deck, national emergency.
I know, and then they're like, okay, a week later, hey, let's borrow some snowplow stuff from Seattle. They knew it was coming when the bad storm hit there.
Right.
Well,
they're ready for it. They're like, come on, you got a storm? Come on, show me what you got.
You're a storm chaser. Because when you decide to fly to Portland and
I like that.
Fly to New York or wherever, you go where the storms are.
Yeah, exactly.
It
seems like here I have it set up to where I don't know when exactly that it's supposed to start because
we're gonna get a live report. You see? Now, people who are listening are not gonna, but you can watch this later on YouTube if you're just listening.
Right. Coin News has a camera on top of the Coin building. We've got
New York
high rise. Yeah.
Can you? So we've got the let's see. Oh,
the UN, and there's just not good lighting for me this way to be on camera, but
no, just use your pointer.
That's awesome.
And then, if you look right, if you go straight across, like where that really tall pencil one is, that's kind of on the edge. Right here is the edge of Central Park. And so if there's a bomb if they do something to Trump Tower, I have like a front row seat.
No. Let's not. Okay, there goes the show. We've now been shut down.
Ixnay.
I mean, like, hypothetically.
Yes.
Right. Betty, we're going to have to go. The guys in shades and suits are here.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of security. You've been past Trump Tower. There's tons of security, right?
I was just by there the other day, and it was like a couple streets down. It was the IBM building, but there's like a motorcade outside, and I was like, must be something going down there, right? Like, no, that's just because it's a couple blocks from Trump Tower. There's like cars. Wow. There's like... Well, there's undercover ones too. Like, it was the whole block, and it's still a couple blocks away. But that's only on that block. So like the perimeter, it has so much stuff, like so much police everywhere.
And the first lady lives there, right?
FLOTUS,
and
okay.
So wait.
That's it doesn't even look like there's a storm coming.
No,
or anything.
I just wanted to see. You pointed out the UN. Or wasn't there?
Yeah.
Did you also have the Empire State Building?
Yeah, right behind it.
I see Elvis.
Can you show it?
Again? Yeah. I won't talk about the. You know what?
Do you know what?
Okay.
Oh.
It's reverse.
Okay. So what do we got? Okay, where's the UN again? We just did a little fast for the folks at home.
Oh, it's right there.
What?
See where that skyscraper thing is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you just point at it there with your finger? That worked good. Yeah.
Oh, this.
That's the UN.
No, that's on this side. I'm in Queens, just right across. Like, it's one subway stop to Manhattan. It's the bridge down there. Mm-hmm. Down here.
So what's that big building right there?
That's apartments.
Oh, okay.
But on the other side, then there's a river. If you can see, like, in between. I don't know. I might have to hold it up better. It's hard on it because it's a laptop.
We can see. I can see here. I'm looking at the little monitor.
On the other side.
Okay, there we go. Oh, I see it. Okay. And then
now where it says the QLIC rentals, the other direction. Mm-hmm. Past it, there's a big square. I had it in. If I put it on this side.
There you go. I see the Empire State Building over there.
Because then, then if we go right here.
See the Empire State Building.
Yeah, and in front of that's the UN, the big, kind of rectangular
thing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. We see it there. And you're pointing at it.
If I go over, then it's the Chrysler Building that's, by that. But it's hard to see at this angle.
That's being blocked, right.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, that's your live weather report.
The real tall one in the center of the screen, is that the new...
Freedom? No.
No. What is
that's condos, right?
That's just apartments.
Oh, wow.
This whole area is like the Pearl District with apartments. Like, there's a taller one that's getting built, I don't know if you can see it right there.
Woo-hoo. Yeah. You don't have a view of the World Trade Center building.
No, that's at the end. Right. I'm by Central Park.
Right.
Gotcha.
The bottom of Central Park.
that tall building is isn't it like the tallest apartment building in Manhattan?
The tallest one is over here.
Yeah.
Is that pencil one?
Yeah. That's the pencil. Yeah, that's the one you're talking about. But they're going to build the tallest one behind my building. The biggest one outside of Manhattan. And I can't remember how many. How many stories is the pencil building?
I don't know, but the one they're building right there is really tall. And then on the other side, there's 4 buildings just like that tall one, just right on the other side. Wow. Right down there is the Queensboro Plaza is the subway stop. That's a big subway stop, and it's overground, but it has things going both directions, and so it has 2 levels of it and stuff. That's the first big stop. Once you're outside of Manhattan. Mm-hmm. And from there, it goes under the tunnel just to go straight into, Lexington. And 59, I think, is the street.
Have I mentioned, Jason, that this is a bi-coastal
That's right.
show?
That's right. Bi-coastal.
Bi-coastal, that's right. It don't get more bi-coastal than that.
That's right, coast to coast right now.
So we'll have to come back, like, in a day, in another day here,
well, after
and get
tonight.
Yeah, get the report and see what it looks like on say Wednesday.
Right. We gotta have cool music though to back it up, like Betty Action News. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, I'll brush up on my meteorologist skills.
We'll definitely.
I didn't have time though.
You know what you need? You need this would work really well. Just a pointer, or the dry erase pens that you can wipe off of the window, and you could write on the window, and well, over here you see this big front down here on 57th Street, and then we've got some flurries right here, and then you can wipe it off your window, right?
Yeah, I'll get one.
We've got a ton here, but
yeah, exactly. Overnight it?
Yeah, we'll get right on that.
Yeah, we'll get on.
So, what else is going on out there now? Now, you didn't pick up the New York Post today, and so we don't know what's going on. Let's actually take a look.
What's that story on there?
What's going on page 6? Get your
about the slamming.
The dumping and the slamming.
Yeah. Like, that's the best that they have?
Well, those are power words, though. I mean, that's not bad.
They are.
Oh, here we go. Wow, really? Mark Wahlberg lands 8-figure deal with AT&T. This is page 6.
I'm
Mama June. This is the stuff about Mama June.
Okay, yeah.
You've been following that one.
Yeah.
Kardashian.
Am I still on the sound? Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Thandie Newton prefers to act naked. Now, Thandie Newton, she's in fact she was up for an Oscar, as a matter of fact. She and I've watched this. We've watched this. I don't know if you've seen this, Jason, but the new Westworld series.
Yes.
Have you seen that? Well, Thandie Newton is in the new Westworld series, and of course she's naked.
Right.
For a lot of her scenes.
Quite a bit,
in the lab. Yeah. And so the headline on page 6 is she prefers to act naked. There you go. What else do we have here? Photos. Really just, I'm just trying to see if page 6. I guess that's that. What else in the... What are you hearing on the ground there? Oh, yes. Oh, that's right. Okay. So we do have sports today. So now that you've done the weather, what's the sports update? What do we got going?
I was doing sports.
Yeah, well, we're kind of threadbare over here, is what I'm trying to see.
Betty, we're running on a tight budget. Yeah. You're not doing sports too.
Yeah, we're the threadbare podcast, so we're milking it. And as a matter of fact, we're hoping you'll go in the kitchen and show us a little brunch, maybe some instant oatmeal or something for your, something like that.
Well, I want to do the cooking show next.
Well, we'll get that. So tell us what's going on in sports. Come on. Chelsea are they playing tonight? Today?
Kickoff is at 3:45 this time. I have to leave at 3 to go to Legends right by the Empire State Building.
Now, what is Legends? Tell us what Legends is.
It's a sports bar.
Gotcha.
But the NYC Blues, the Chelsea team, is its headquarters for the fan club for New York, and also there will be Man United. Fans there, so it's going to be crazy. I actually should leave earlier just to get in the place.
So this is a big.
It's a bunch of guys. It's all guys. There's maybe like 3 girls there. It's so guys.
Yeah.
Sports. But it's my team, and Chelsea is doing so good this year. And it's FA Cup. It's like I don't know. You just go watch it.
So right now, I pulled up the standings. We've got Chelsea is, of course, number 1 in the Premier League, the English Premier League. Yes. They're doing very good. They're at 66 points. They're number 2 is the upstart Tottenham Hotspurs. Bunch of young legs.
But this is the FA Cup.
Oh, this is the FA Cup. This isn't Premier League?
No, it's the Premier. It's whoever's in the FA Cup. It's the other tournament.
But this today is an FA Cup match.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So what are we doing there?
It's not two times. It's like whoever wins goes to the next round.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
And it's like a fourth.
Oh, here we go.
It's getting down to getting to the final.
Oh, no, I remember hearing about this. Did you see or hear about this? The match on Sunday between Tottenham and Millwall, 6-0.
I watched that one.
Did you? Was that a good one?
Yeah, because I couldn't watch my Chelsea one.
And Arsenal beat Lincoln City. I didn't know that Lincoln City had English Premier League.
Right.
Just joking. Not Lincoln City, Oregon.
Can you check the Seaside score for me?
Yeah, exactly.
How did that story do?
Yeah, Lincoln City, Arsenal 5-0 Lincoln City. FA Cup has they have teams that are not in the Premier League necessarily, right?
Right. It starts out anybody could be in it.
Jason and I could be in it.
Little teams will be in it, and they play really hard against the big teams. But the big teams are probably going to win. But sometimes they play so hard that they go through for it's like the underdog. Like middle of the ground sports dudes.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Like but at the end it's always the big teams. Because how's it not going to be?
Right.
So Doc, who's your team then? And we know Betty is now Chelsea.
I like in English. I like I follow Chelsea. I like Chelsea.
Okay. I think you like Tottenham.
Well, Tottenham. Yeah, I like Tottenham.
I think if they're not going to win this year, of course.
But they're Chelsea coming up though.
But they are. Next year they might win.
Yeah, my kid, her friend's dad is a Tottenham supporter, and he's very happy this year. Yeah. I mean, this is a young team. This is like the young team, and they're in second place under Chelsea, and they've beaten Arsenal, the Manchesters, Liverpool. Yeah. I mean, all these guys. They're 10 points behind Chelsea, which they're
not bad.
Chelsea's gonna take it, but they're gonna get second place, and that's great for a really young team. Nice. How
they'll be back next year. They'll totally be contending for it.
Yeah, weren't they? They weren't in the Premier League a few years ago, right?
I think they've always been mid-table.
Mid-table. All right.
Gotcha.
So Chelsea, Man United. Man United is Jose's team, right?
Exactly.
So tell us about that analysis of Man United going up against their old manager, Chelsea going up against their old manager
of last year, who is all the responsibility for the team sucking and doing the worst year ever. But now now it's like the battle of the managers. But that new manager is great. There is a thing about how. Like, time to renew your contract, and then people were writing the comments. They were saying like, now's not a good time for that, because they want to focus on the games or whatever.
Right. Well, the new manager is the Italian, right?
Yeah.
What's his name?
You're gonna ask me?
Well, this is the sports report. You are the sports. We can go back to weather if you want. Can you give us the barometer readings in the barometric?
We'll cut away to the pencil building. Well,
I'm telling you, this is a threadbare. This is a threadbare show. We're like milking it. It's like I'm not joking. I'm gonna have you go in and do some instant oatmeal and show us your recipe.
I've already got that figured out. Her cooking show. I've been thinking. It's going to be called Walking in New York. Walking, W-O-K.
Yeah.
Yes. I like that.
There, yeah. So I'm just,
That's good, yeah.
Wheels are always, they're always turning. Walking in New York.
Walking in New York.
With Betty.
I like that. That's
some nice pleasing music in the background. It's a soft intro where it just kind of zooms in, Mm-hmm. Hi, today we're going to be,
walking.
Chelsea's manager is Antonio Conte.
Antonio, oh, look at that, see? Antonio Conte.
I didn't want to say it wrong.
Yeah, I couldn't. With all this technical stuff, my mind is mush. I can't remember, but Conte, and he was the Italian. He was the Italian national team coach too, wasn't he?
I'm not sure where he came from. Where did he come from?
I thought we saw him doing that.
He likes to wear black.
Yeah, well, he's very Italian. We can put up a picture, or maybe you have one laying around there. I mean, he's very Italian. He's well dressed,
Sure.
Sure. Of course.
The fans like him because he's so animated. Even in the last game, and he gets into it, and then when they score and stuff, he's like, yeah. And he's always helps promote the fan. I think it's making them more of a team, because that's what Jose. That was the thing. They weren't a team anymore. And then all the good players and stuff are doing so much better again, like Hazard and everything.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
he sucked last year. Why do you say? He doesn't.
Yeah, this is one of the great.
Drama. It's all sports drama.
One of the great European players, Eden Hazard, a world-class player, and last year was just tragic. But but I mean, it's a lot of sports drama and a lot of changes in managers because you have Jose Mourinho over at Manchester United, and at Manchester City is Bayern München's old manager Pepe. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's true. But Chelsea is on top. Do you have a Champions League update? I haven't been following it. How are we doing?
Really? Yeah, there's a big thing going on because of that Barcelona game.
Oh yeah.
And PSG, the Paris.
So Barcelona beat Paris.
By the very end, they got 4 goals in 2 minutes or something ridiculous.
And so
there's a fan thing of we want that replayed. Oh. There's a petition right now that needs replayed. I don't know. I didn't see it. I just saw
I thought you did watch headlines.
That. No, I didn't get to last week.
When was that? Last week?
Last Wednesday, I think.
Yeah, so that's the we all have to go back and check our sports of the Barcelona and the Paris Saint-Germain.
That's what the interns.
2 power hits.
That's what the interns are doing right now. They're calling over the.
Yeah, we're gonna get those quickly.
Sure.
Yeah. Maybe I could just do that. I could just do the research and shoot you the things you need to know.
Hey.
That would be awesome.
Wait, hang on a second.
Right. Hey!
We have a winner.
That would be awesome. I mean, suddenly she's over your shoulder and she's like, "You're wrong!"
Right here.
Coming down the street again?
Right here.
The wheelbarrow or something like that?
What's that?
Is that the wheelbarrow?
The wheelbarrow? Oh, the bell?
Yeah. Rolling down the street.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's the little bell here. It's the Quaker bell.
It's the Quaker bell.
I've already offended Quakers.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah. We do have it. Actually, we should, Jason,
yes.
You really should pull that and kind of hold that, because this is Betty's New York Minute, the statue,
Oh, okay, yeah.
We do, brought to you by... Careful.
Okay.
That's a fine... There he is, right there. See? And now we go to Betty. And the statue, this little plastic Statue of Liberty that I picked up at one a few years ago over there in New York. As you're walking out of the airport and you're like, I gotta get something. And it's like, oh, here's a Statue of Liberty.
Right.
So why not? I put it next to the...
So could we fake someone someone else being in New York? We could put that in the background. Hey, I'm here.
Yeah. That'll be the other corner.
Right.
Well, I mean, we have to... The good thing here is, for anybody who's watching this still,
yeah,
as in
200K signatures. Petition calling for Barca PSG replay tops 200K signatures on the Daily Mail.
Wow.
I know you like that.
Well, is that all the Paris fans? Yeah. Was it poor...
Petition demanding...
Poor officiating.
A petition demanding that Barcelona's Champions League second leg match with PSG be replayed has garnered over 100. Oh, that's old news.
Yeah, we'll have to follow up on that when we follow up on the basketball, the college basketball, which we'll have ready. This is just a dry run, really. I mean, what did we say we were doing a show? We're just turning the stream on, making sure everything works, making sure Skype works.
Right. Show.
What happened with the Skype? Do we know?
What it did happen? I don't know. I was calling like 20 times.
Yeah, I saw something and it just did when I couldn't pick something.
I don't know.
You're coming through great now.
Yeah.
Like it was looking pretty tragic there. We had tested it. You're even full screen. I don't know how we got that, but it's working.
Is there a delay?
What's
from
that?
When I say, there's a delay though. I mean,
yeah,
I can tell.
I think there's a little delay with the voice, which is the way it's rigged up, and we might do that, but we've got bigger fish to fry here today. Winter Storm Stella. So we've talked about Stella. That's a crazy name. Mm-hmm. We're calling it Stella.
Did you see the Twitter about that?
No.
From the Star Trek guy? From the Star Trek's tweet? Star Trek dude's tweet?
Which one? Picard?
Saying that.
Or Patrick Stewart?
It's so long ago from this morning.
Oh. Yeah, we should have our interns on top of that.
Right.
I know. George Takai, Winter Storm #Stella is like Trump. Big white blessed. Oh no, this is a different one. George. Oh my God, Winter Storm Stella is like Trump. Big white blustery will cause people to be stranded at airports. Could be a disaster for our schools.
Oh, that was George Takai, huh?
That's awesome.
Oh, got it. Wow, yeah. The one I liked. He's probably going to put a bunch.
Yeah, he tends to.
Yeah. Oh. Gosh. It was this morning.
Well, that was a good one. That was a very good one.
Here it is. The winter storm's name is Stella. On Tuesday, when we're all stuck in a foot of snow, you'll hear it, Stella.
Wait, was this George Takai again?
Yeah, 4 hours ago.
Takei. It's Takei, actually.
Takei. I know, and I always say it wrong. It's
because William Shatner called him Takai. Right? The story goes, and so people started saying, "Oh, that's how you do it." And he's like, "Actually, it's not. It's Decay." So it was, and he, he has the funny thing. It's like, gay Decay. I mean,
that makes sense.
That's it. If you ever,
but people do call it that, like on when they're just saying his name, right?
Yeah, he blames it on William Shatner, as he blames most things on William Shatner.
Yeah. Do you know what I had to do this morning? Like, how do you pronounce it? Schnabel. Julian Schnabel. To make sure that I could say it right.
Who's Julian Schnabel is?
He's a famous painter. I went and saw some at a gallery on the weekend, and he did the Basquiat. He's director, and then it went back to looking like, how do you say that? And then it went to old Charlie Rose from the 90s, from when Basquiat came out. With at the end, David Bowie comes on there too, which I did get to that part that I was like, oh man. Then the news about Charlie Rose, like, oh, he's back. It was like from Times Square this morning, like CBS News or something like that.
Oh, is he back?
I guess he had an operation or something, and he was on it this morning. But he looks good.
He's been gone for a while.
I know you're afraid that people will see you looking all like pale and everything like that, but he actually looked pretty good, because I was like, how old is he now?
Yeah, it's good news he's back, because these last year that we've had, it's just like didn't make it. I mean, I'm just saying. It's like he's sick. Oh, great.
Right.
I know, but he looked really good. Everyone's like, it's so good you're back.
Yeah. Well, that is there. Everyone's probably like, it's really good.
Thank you.
I mean, poor Alan Colmes. A few weeks ago, the liberal commentator, and I know he's New York DJ, and he was on with Imus and all that stuff, and he stepped away and was sick and unfortunately passed away. Had some bad cancer.
Right.
Sudden. And these days, it's with all the people who've died, it's pretty harsh. So so Charlie Rose is alive.
He's alive. That's good.
He's still alive, I guess.
And so what else is so? You also, was it last night you saw the Jean-Luc Godard film Masculine Feminine, one of my favorite movies.
I went to this it's the Brooklyn Academy of Music, or I just went there in the middle of Brooklyn. I've never been there before, and it's huge. And there was a bunch of other movies in there. They have a theater in there, and then I went in there. I almost sent you a picture of it because you're like, oh great, it's on the big screen. Well, that screen wasn't very big, but it was really cute. It was really, really small theater, and then it pretty much filled up.
Is it restored? Is it like a restored print or anything like that?
It didn't seem like it, but they were doing that and this Japanese. What was really cool was the beginning. I wonder if they put it up on their site or something of the Japanese Godard, and then it was I have to go get the thing to show you what it is.
Well, the Chinese Godard
Oshima
is
Oshima,
Wong-Kar-wai.
It should be. He should be it's reverse, the Godard. It's both of those people, but there's so many movies I wanted to see. Anyway,
Jason.
Right.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
All right. Very nice. All the fun things you can do in New York City.
Right.
It's there's a few art galleries and some music and
there's a bunch of
stuff. Few things, one or two things you could probably do in a week there.
This just in, coming from one of our interns. They're about ready to cue in the New York by Frank. Yeah. Where is that? So I'm just reading the headlines here off the New York Post. A few that caught my eye. This Hasidic couple's kinky open marriage could get them shunned forever. That's one of the headlines on the New York Post. Mobsters could walk free after feds potentially botch case. Where have we heard that before? Right, yeah.
And retirees are knitting sweaters for chili chickens. This all in the New York Post.
Cold chickens, not chili chicken burritos.
No.
Well,
what's going on?
Who's knitting them?
Old people.
But where? For the storm?
Well,
just in general, to help with.
I was going for the mobster story, but that's okay.
Listen, when they get dumped and slammed, we got to make sure the chickens are warm.
Well, of course.
I could see if it was the pigeons, but I haven't seen any chickens walking around.
Somebody save the pigeons!
Yeah,
the pigeons. Retirees are knitting sweaters for chili chickens.
In Portland?
No, this is, I don't know. This is the New York Post. I'm reading from the... Oh, this is Milton, Massachusetts. Sweaters for chickens? It sounds like a joke, but a plucky group of retirees in suburban Boston are hatching a plan to keep poultry warm during the New England winter. The unusual project began after members of a knitting club at Fuller Village, a retirement home in Milton, Massachusetts, heard about the hardships that some chickens suffer this time of year. Well, yeah, it gets cold, right? So there you go. That's the.
I like that.
I knew you'd like that.
And they went full in on the cliches, the plucky. And,
that's what you got to do. Mobsters could walk free after feds potentially botch case.
Again, headlines in the New York Post. They could soon be breaking out the Chianti on Arthur Avenue. I love the New York Post.
Right.
Hey, forget about it. Yeah. A group of mobsters may be spared a trip up the river because the criminal case against them has run into big trouble thanks to some bungling by the feds, the Post has learned. Genovese capo Pasquale Patsy Parello, who owns the Bronx sauce joint Pasquale's Rigoletto restaurant on Arthur Avenue, and notorious...
Is that Restaurante?
Yeah.
Okay.
And notorious Philly mob boss Joseph Skinny Joey Merlino are among 46 mafiosi now hoping the charges may be dropped against them in their racketeering case. The group, which includes members of 4 of the 5 major mafia crime families, was rounded up in a massive bust in August. But federal prosecutors last week alerted their defense lawyers that 2 FBI agents and a supervising agent in the case are being probed internally about their interactions with key witness, sources told the Post. So there you go. Skinny Joe Merlin. Oh, he is actually skinny.
Wow.
I've got Betty here, so I'm not, and I didn't do the other broadcast here, but well, we can put that up
Gotcha.
later. So there you go. We've got the Hasidic kinky couple.
Yeah, sure.
But comments on that on the mafia case. Now, Betty, are you going to go check out that restaurant? Sounds like it's got. It's good.
I will stay clear.
And if you don't like it, forget about it.
Forget about it.
Just go busting in there. Hey, this is Betty from NuzBox. Tell me about the.
There you go. There you go. Investigative reporter. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, there's got. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they gotta have good restaurants, right?
Well, we'll send her undercover, like some real Serpico type stuff, right? Where she's.
You really want to get someone killed, don't you? What's your problem?
I'm just trying to. Listen. We launched this new thing. I'm trying.
You're trying to get our only reporter killed.
We need sizzle. We need sizzle.
Send an intern.
Right.
Don't send Betty.
Arthur Avenue now.
Get
down there.
Betty's like our Katie Couric. I mean, she's going to be doing cooking shows. She's going to be doing interviews, and she's going to do pretty much. We're just going to like fire it up and drink coffee.
That's true. She's much too valuable to send into a restaurant.
Maybe I could have a section. Maybe my cooking show could debut as a section.
Yes.
A special report, not special, but, the oatmeal section.
Exactly. The oatmeal.
She's walking. Anyway.
So, I'm just wondering, you think that a mobster, an Italian restaurant in New York run by mobsters would probably have good food?
I would think, yeah.
You'd think. I mean,
because
they would have razor blade sliced garlic.
Yeah.
Right.
Right out of Goodfellas.
Right.
Oh
yeah. And the cook, I mean, obviously he's got a high threshold of that he's got to deliver every plate, or Vinny the Nose gets angry and the next thing you know, he's cementing galoshes in the Hudson.
Yeah. You think I'm laughing at this ravioli? You think I'm laughing at it? Come here.
Come here. You talking to me?
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, it's got to be like, I mean, these guys have to have recipes that are passed down by their grandmothers and stuff.
Right, yeah.
Tried and true in prison, I mean, I would think. it would be good stuff.
Proven in the
catered prison?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's your mafia, and I'm expecting we'll have more on that as we go along. What's the name of the steakhouse? Let me look it up here, Jason.
Okay.
While you give us some looking up music.
Looking up music.
No, we were talking about this. Actually, Betty and I were talking about this. because there was this great made for HBO movie called Gotti. It's about Paul Gotti.
Yes.
And I bought it on DVD. It was before Goodfellas came, or not Goodfellas. It was before they did The Sopranos like a year later, and so a bunch of the guys in Gotti are in The Sopranos, like Paulie and some of the actors.
It was amazing.
Yeah, and so it's based on the true story of John Gotti. And the very first time I ever went to New York, Manhattan, as I was flying on a plane, I got the New York Post, and there was the headline, "One of Gotti's trials," and I think. I'm trying to remember now if it was one that he got off famously or not, but it's like the headline. There's John Gotti sitting in court, and they finally got him.
Okay, I've got a question. The place where John Gotti always used to hang out, the Ravenite Social Club.
Right?
Is that still going, or is it?
Well, it's funny you ask that, and I'm not sure, but what I did find out when I hadn't seen that movie in a long time, and it was like, oh yeah, I mean, like some people know Western, some people know mafia movies, all that stuff. Right. He famously, I mean, the way John Gotti became the Don is he famously assassinated the Don, which was Paul Castellano, which was had become head of the Gambino family, Big Paul Castellano, and he was Gotti's crew came up in a Cadillac as Paul Castellano's his limo pulled in front of the Sparks Steakhouse to go in and have a steak.
Okay.
And and for some reason, Gotti's crew, they all wore these Cossack hats. So as Castellano got out of the car, 4 or 5 guys step out, pull guns out, and shoot him down right in front of Sparks Steakhouse.
Right.
And to this day, Sparks Steakhouse is still there.
Nice.
You can go have dinner.
Yeah.
It's it was started in 1966. So
oh wow. Yeah.
Zagat gave it a food rating of 26 and ranked it number 2 steakhouse in New York City. I mean, to me, it's just like there's this
famous. It's on Open Table.
Yeah, yeah. I'd like the Castellano special.
The Castellano special.
I mean. Yeah. I find it weird and very New Yorky that this infamous steakhouse is, still in business.
Yeah.
Right there where I don't know. I guess you walk in the door and it's like, is there a plaque? Here,
chalk outline.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, So I if we could, maybe there's a salad without anchovies. If we could ever send Betty out there to Sparks Steakhouse to check it out and see this place where this big mob, infamous mob killing took place. I mean, it's terrible. It's real people killing. They were mobsters, though. I don't know. So,
right, yeah.
But...
well, I mean, L.A. has the Hollywood Walk of Fame. New York has the Walk of Mob.
Speaking of the Walk of Fame, John Goodman got a star on the Walk of Fame. Yeah, I think you shared that.
I did. It warmed my heart. Jeff Bridges gave a little speech, and he broke out the original sweater from the Big Lebowski. He put the sweater on? That's right. He went into the dude mode, and I actually, on Facebook, I did a prayer to God right then. On Facebook, I said, "Dear God, if you can, make a sequel happen to the Big Lebowski, I will no longer question your infallibility when it comes to the duck-billed platypus. I'll overlook that."
I don't know. A sequel? What would a sequel? I mean...
For the dude.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking Coen Brothers movies. Yeah. I mean, there's really no sequels.
They don't make sequels, do they?
No. Yeah. They're that good. They're like pretty much like, okay, we don't need a sequel. This movie's over, Miller's Crossing, the sequel, Or actually, if they made a sequel...
on Golden Pond 2.
If they made like a sequel in the Coen Brothers movie, they'd have to like mash up characters from different Coen Brothers movies.
Yeah.
It's like you'd have to actually take like the sheriff from Fargo would be interviewing the dude. It's like, oh, yeah? Yeah, you don't say. Stole your rug, they did.
Really put the room together, did it?
Oh, put the room together. It's terrible, right?
Well,
Yeah, man. I've got new information. Oh, yeah.
New stuff has come to light, man.
Yeah, okay. That's a really, really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a Coen's Brothers mashup.
Yeah,
That'd
like a Coen. That would be the sequel.
Oh, brother, where art thou now?
Yeah. Oh, brother. What would Oh, brother... What would that mash up good with another Coen Brothers movies?
Ooh.
No Country for Old Men, maybe.
I'm turning grisly in a heartbeat.
Yeah, like he's chasing after they've gone through all of the Soggy Bottom boys, and then here comes what's his name, Bardem, right, with the air gun chasing after him.
Clooney's last word before his brains splatter on the wall is, I'm a Dapper Dan man.
Bardem.
Right. Anyway,
that was a dark movie. Whew.
Back to Betty.
Hey.
The Coen Brothers mashup.
Yeah, I got a fun one.
What?
I was on the subway, and then there's a new library promotion, ads, on the subway.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, talking about books or something. Right?
For the library, I guess.
Massey, is that how you say his name? He was on there. I was like, does he live in New York?
Massey?
Wow.
Apparently, he goes to the public library.
Huh.
Well, so there's...
Can I see it? I'll send you a picture of it. But I was like, does he live in New York?
Yeah.
I was like, you do here.
Well, he doesn't... Yeah. I mean, he's like... I don't know. I mean, there's got to be a lot of Barcelona fans, right?
I guess so. Yeah.
Well, it's not all Chelsea fans over there, even though your myopic lens of Legends in the Chelsea, everyone's a Chelsea fan in New York.
Well, up in Spanish Harlem, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure. I mean, Legends they cater to other teams, I'm sure.
Yeah, but they probably go somewhere else. And for that, there's probably neighborhood places or something.
Yeah.
Maybe there's so. It's Irish for one, right? Like an Irish pub.
Oh, Legends.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, he's got lots of fans over. I mean, he's considered one of truly the world's greatest soccer players, right? You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Interesting.
Anyway.
So, anything else going on out there in New York City?
No, I just have to go so that I get everything done before, what they said. Better take your chance now.
So, are you going to go? You're going to go shopping, go and get groceries and all that? Stock up?
Mainly, I got to get to Legends because it's going to be busy there.
Forget the storm.
Right.
We got to go.
I mean, it's supposed to be tonight. If they're not saying,
I got to go see this match.
It gets snowed in.
Storm's coming after 5, or it's supposed to be this evening, so there's still time.
Well, those
stores. I'm pretty stocked up here.
Those Chelsea fans are friendly anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Those Chelsea fans are friendly anyway. I'm sure you guys could find get some sleeping bags out there at Legends and drink all the Guinness or whatever it is.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? If you gotta get snowed in, might as well be at a sports bar.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
No kidding, right?
I mean, yeah.
And there's so much of that, even when it does snow, so much of it's underground on Manhattan, it still goes around. It would be, and even, it would just be off of Manhattan where the train's above ground, elevated. But on Manhattan, it's all underneath anyway.
Right, it's the subway. So.
Well, when I was coming back last night, though, there was a delay. They're doing work on this one, number 7, that is it kind of goes a little bit.
Is that the one they're shutting down?
Like town or whatever. So there's a shuttle. So you go and you get this shuttle, and then it takes you to a different subway stop where you can get on that one, right? So then I went to that, and I saw like, oh, but it's freezing out, right? Like it's like 15 degrees out or whatever and windy. And you're like, should I go try to get that shuttle to get back to this stop, because the other one's not running. And so then I went down there and then was waiting around. And then a guy comes, down there and says, hey, the E's not coming, because it goes by my house too, and it's like, oh, the E's not coming, and they would send like a test one because there was a broken rail.
Okay.
Like, okay, so you can either wait or just go get that shuttle thing again. And I purposely like walked by, and I was like, it's so cold, I'm just gonna, even if it takes longer, I'm gonna stay underground and just take that other train. Then ended up having to go back that way too. And then there's a moving sidewalk thing, and this big black lady was like, hey, she's like, the train's not going. Like, she was trying to warn the people. She's like, those people won't even listen. Like, they're all going there to go get on it. And it's like, you're not going to find out. She's like, why aren't they telling them before they walk all the way down there, right? She was just trying to be a good Samaritan, but no one was listening to her.
Right.
It was pretty funny. So everybody had to run and get on the bus.
Is the 7 the one that they're closing down like permanently or something?
No, that's the L. The L is the one that goes into Williamsburg and Brooklyn. That's going to be shut for a long time, and I don't know. There's going to be other things that come up, but that's the main one that comes across from Union Square, which is like you can catch everything, like all the trains and stuff from there. Like almost as big as Grand Central, the next biggest one.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
top stories: Manchester United FC trending. Manchester United without a striker. Harry Kane injured for Spurs.
That's pre-game build-up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll have to get a recap, and and then we'll also have to start tracking our other sports. This college basketball thing.
It's March Madness, isn't it?
It is March Madness.
Yeah, and there was a shocker yesterday, too.
There was?
Yeah, Wisconsin actually got beat.
Oh.
Michigan beat them.
Oh, wow.
And that was seen as, not going to happen, and they did.
Yeah.
So it's thrown everything into it,
Yeah, it sounds like there's a lot of turmoil. I've been working on all this, so I haven't had time to actually look.
You've been in the box.
Yeah. I'll be looking at that later now that we've, I think, worked out our technical issues. We want to thank Kurt too, because Kurt got the website up and everything, and we've got a streaming. Well, we don't have the link quite yet, but you can go to it, the streaming audio only, and we've got the live video, and so we'll be posting that and doing podcasts and all of that. Tom's saying it's coming up on 11 a.m. Portland time.
Excellent. Yes.
Which is 2?
Yeah.
New York?
Yep.
2 New York. Well, you got anything else for us, Betty? Before you sign off.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on the technical finagling.
It's going great now. You're looking great.
I got Elvis here.
Oh yeah. You got to show us Elvis.
Next time, hopefully, what I'm going to do is take a good picture of Elvis and make some record bags.
Oh, okay. That'll be good.
Of the Elvis. So I should have those done by next week too.
Yeah, you got to show us some product too. Yeah. So we'll check in. If the Skype goes this well now, I don't know why we were having such a problem. We tested it earlier, but it's looking. You're looking great. Lighting, everything's awesome. So we'll be checking in on that winter storm, I think, on Wednesday.
Right.
And
it'll be gone by then.
You think so?
Yeah, it'll only be here a couple days.
Well, Wednesday is a couple days.
We could whip some video package together and make it look like it's
Wednesday. Yes.
Wednesday.
Oh, that's Wednesday. Okay. When I brush up on the other skills I need to do, I'll get the days of the week in there too.
Just get that dry eraser so you can.
I'll brush up on calendar stuff too.
Yeah. Well.
Is she going to be here Wednesday too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That's the plan.
Some newsworthy things
Payne
too.
needs.
You guys have a bunch, but I know they're.
What's that?
Maybe I can do the Facebook news. What's going on Facebook?
Yeah. We'll
Not that
need
anybody
that.
needs to know.
Social media now. Bam.
We'll get that. We kind of, to be honest, I was even pulling an all-nighter last night just to make sure that everything was dialed in, because there's a lot, believe it or not, there's a lot of complex moving parts, even more so than usual. I mean, we've got a lot of the stuff set up from the past, and we know how to do things. Betty's involved with that as well. She knows the technical aspects that are here as well, but just trying to get the screens and whatnot on here, and also a dial-in number, which we're going to use I think next time as well, because you can actually call. Oops. I keep hitting the wrong button. Right down there. The 503-395. Do I have that right? 5040?
Yes. I'll come over.
503. There you go. Yeah. So that's you can actually call in that number too. So for example, although we like the video over here, but if we have to, we'll have phone calls as well. So we'll get that all worked out. We'll get the social worked out, right?
Sure. Betty, change your voice when you call in. That way, a first-time caller.
Yeah. Maybe I could get one of those special voice changers.
Yeah.
But what
do
do they call those?
Oh, I don't know. The voice changes. Just a vocoder. Just
vocoder. But when you're doing a ransom note on the phone.
I don't know. It's been a while.
It's like the voice box. Hi, I'm calling in. This is not Betty. This is a random person.
You have no idea who this could be.
Yeah, I don't know. Last time I did a ransom over the phone, I rented. I didn't purchase, so I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look at the rental agreement to see what I rented. And
so many ransoms, so little time.
Yeah, actually, it was Jason I was calling. So.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
I mean, we'll have that all sorted out, and
my background looks good with your clouds.
It does. Yeah, your background is.
If I could zoom it in, because it's reversed, so I'm trying to
Yeah, no, it looks fine. It's perfect, perfectly fine. So we'll check in. We'll have more news this week. It feels like, with all the things that have been going on in the last several weeks, it feels like this Monday. It's probably just because of daylight savings time. It's like. Trump, Kellyanne Conway, Turkey, Putin, sports. It doesn't seem like we've had anything really breaking news today.
I've noticed with the new administration, a lot of the breaking stuff always hits Friday mid-afternoon.
Well, that's by design,
right? Yeah.
You always make your crappy announcements, and that's we can get into this later, but that's big corporations do this. Always release bad news at the end of the day when the markets are closed on a Friday. No one cares, and the best time to release really bad news is that Friday before the 3-day weekend, because no one will even read it. So and they just do that in politics now.
Yeah. 15,000 laid off. I'll worry about that Monday.
Exactly. Yeah. Or Tuesday after the 3-day holiday.
Yeah.
So, well, all right. I think what we'll do is, I don't know, Jason.
Yes.
Got any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. As we started everything up here, technology kind of honed in, got dialed in, and. Hey, not bad for
not bad.
Just the initial launch, so to speak.
Yep, we'll get it, and it's a daylight savings time, which I totally forgot about. It's like, oh, good. How about you, Betty? Any final thoughts?
Nope.
Exactly. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to queue up the.
Next time will be a lot better, smoother.
Oh yeah. Well,
it's just a test. I don't even consider this one. It's the first time of even Skyping from here, I think.
Yeah, and it's working now.
Right. So, wait till she breaks out the walk.
Yeah.
I know. No, it's not even a wok. It's an air fryer. Coming next week.
Air fryer.
Yeah.
Air fryer.
Yeah.
That is quality programming right there.
It's an air fryer. It's a hot plate at 30,000 feet in a 737. It's an air fryer.
It's an air fryer.
Ding, ding, ding.
That's right. NuzBox, word of the hour, air fryer.
Exactly.
Air fryer. You just wait.
Oh, we will. Oh. Oh, it'll be Dan Aykroyd's Julia Child with a chicken routine all over again.
Right.
Just a flat. Oh,
let me get the air fryer.
Yeah. All right. I think I'm going to put up the. I'll put up the intro again.
Cool.
Yeah. Say goodbye. It's good to see you again, and we'll be back. And I think we're going to say goodbye.
Sure.
Now, as well, and I'll try to put you on Jason there for a minute.
Hasta luego.
Yeah. Well, I just got to pull up the theme. We'll do the intro once again.
The intro is the outro.
Yeah. If I can pull it up. I think this computer got a little over.
Heavy usage this one.
Yeah. I think so. But we'll play that out. We'll have some music. We'll have some music ready for you next week too, because we'll probably take some breaks.
Paul Schaefer and the NuzBox band.
Mm-hmm. Whoa.
Brought to you by Slayer.
Yeah. Hello. Oh, the computer's just like going.
Tilt.
Which was the experiment to see if this little guy can handle it. All right. So we're gonna head out now.
Excellent.
And say goodbye with the intro. So, good day, Jason.
Till next time.
Everybody have a great, fabulous, awesome day and week, and we'll be back. I think we'll be back on Wednesday.
Sure.
I think, right? For a little coffee with the curmudgeons, right?
That's right.